The year is 2025. Today our host Mini Tiny will explain what others have tried to explain over the past 20 years. This is the unfortunate journey of the Loonatics Unleashed.
For those of you who don't know, Loonatics Unleashed is a post-apocalyptic world where the descendants of the Looney Tunes use their superpowers to save the day. Premiered in September 17, 2005, this show would become the most underrated and overhated cartoon in history. The idea of the Looney Tunes becoming superheroes had already been done with Chuck Jones's 1943 Super Rabbit and 1996 Superior Duck, along with Robert McKinson's 1956 Stupor Duck, with the goal to make fun of Superman. Audiences loved the idea of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck playing the part of a superhero. Loonatics Unleashed should have worked, so why didn't it? When the first promo for the Loonatics came out, it sparked a controversy. The promo was about a meteor heading straight to Earth, causing a black ink to fall over a drawing of the original Toons and transforming them into the Loonatics, never once mentioning that these characters would be descendants. On February, 11-year-old Thomas Adams of Tulsa, Oklahoma decided to launch an online petition protesting the way these characters look. The character designs were originally done by Christian Tremblay and Yvonne Tremblay, also known as character creators for SWAT Cats. In an interview with NPR, Sander Schwartz tried to explain his best that these were new characters and not the OG crew that we knew and loved. Unfortunately, the damage had already been done, and newspapers, along with news media, were not helping the issue, asking people what they thought of the new Bugs Bunny and not his descendant. To make matters worse, on March 9, 2005, TLG Media posted a video making fun of the idea. The animation is limited, but the swearing is definitely not for kids. This video is not for everyone, but the link is in the description box for those who wish to see how they have portrayed the upcoming show. Once again, this video is not for everyone. Things needed to change, and fast. Time was running out. The first step would be none other than redesigning the characters themselves, softening them enough to appeal to the audience. They even changed some of their names, along with slightly altering the original concept. When the show was finally finished, it was time to advertise it. But it seems that there was little advertisement. When the new promo was aired, you could immediately see the differences from the first promo, the redesigns, the animation, and even the effects. People were pleased with the changes, but unfortunately, those who did not know of the previous explanation also had a misunderstanding, since this promo once again fails to mention that the characters are descendants and not the Toons themselves. When the show finally aired, there were people who refused to watch it. Others have decided to hate it even if they have only watched the first episode. There were even Looney Tunes fans calling the show a disgrace to the franchise. It really sounds like no one liked the show, but there were some people, like myself, who enjoyed watching it during their Saturday morning cartoons on Kids WB. For this, there were things that fans could look forward to. It's no surprise that Loonatics Unleashed would get some sort of merchandise. Back in 2006, Carl's Jr. would release 4 toys for the show, being the Cool Kids combo for January and February. The toys included Master Ace Bunny, Danger Duck's Power Blaster, Loonatics Unleashed Matchup, and Rev Runner Roller. For the online games, Kids WB produced 2 games in Flash. The first one is Acmetropolis Obstacle Course featuring Lexi. The second one is Slam Snowboarding Slalom featuring Slam. Links for the games are available in the description box below. For Season 2, they added more descendants along with new villains. The story was shifted to tone down the seriousness, and they even included a lot of references to classic Looney Tunes episodes. Some of these references were even about well-known people that worked on the classic Looney Tunes, such as voice actor Mel Blanc and director Friz Freleng. But this seemed to be a lost cause. Fans still hated the show even after another change. Others didn't even know that Season 2 existed. The number of fans who did enjoy the show were disappearing. After the show did end, Sam Register, who became Warner Brothers Executive Vice President of Creative Affairs in 2008, has framed and hanged a picture of the Loonatics Unleashed as a reminder of what not to do when they are character designing the Looney Tunes. When it comes to international, there are quite a handful of releases along with their respective fans. These included Japan, United Kingdom, France, Brazil, Australia, and Germany. But when I looked at the comments, I realized something. I realized that majority of the international comments were positive reviews of the show, saying things like, "This character was my favorite," or "I wish there was a third season." Many didn't understand why people hated Loonatics Unleashed. The only thing they did agree on was how they too hated the second opening to the show. One thing that may bring a smile to some fans is that there is a cosplayer by the name Yippee Coyote. They have cosplayed in 2006 San Diego Comic-Con, 2014 Rainforest, and 2020 FurCon. Believe it or not, even after all these years, the show has been making a small comeback with a handful of cameos. The first time was back in October 3rd, 2017, with the new Looney Tunes, One Character in Search of an Artist, reminding people how not to draw Bugs Bunny. The second time was back in November 14, 2020, with Teen Titans Go, Hugbeast. An interesting fact about this one is that Cyborg's voice actor, Kari Payton, played General Deuce in Season 2 of Loonatics Unleashed. The third time was back in November 20, 2020, with the Animaniacs song Cartoon Rights. The characters have a new design, but Tech and Rev are missing. The line they are given in the song shows you how some people may not even know what they are. The fourth time was in October 26, 2024, making their second appearance in Teen Titans Go, Unleashed. Many loyal Loonatics fans did not receive the episode with open arms, especially when their favorite heroes get killed off on screen. Interesting fact is Trigun's voice actor, Kevin Michael Richardson, had originally voiced at least 5 characters in Loonatics Unleashed, including Tech and Slam, which makes me happy to see him being the one who is supportive of Acmetropolis. The short answer is yes. Nowadays, people are actually watching the show, saying things like, "It was made in the wrong time," or "I wish they would reboot it." There are still some negative reviews, but if people decide to reboot it, at least now the audience will understand that these characters are descendants and not the classic tunes themselves. If they do decide to promote the show, they must avoid their past mistakes or fear repeating history once again. If you need reassurance, you can always look in the description box below. Share this knowledge with other people who might be interested. And remember, I got your back. This has been your host, Mini Tiny, wishing you a lunatic day.